Hi, I'm Jeff, and I have a tip for you. Have you ever been working with dates and you have your users that are in different time zones and you want to actually make it so that they can see the data in their time zone? Well, it's possible. I'll show you some interesting ways you might approach this using Dundas BI. So first of all, you can see that I do have dates, and let's just say for intents and purposes, this is stored in UTC-Time. So as the user logs in, I want to automatically have them show their time zone. How do I approach this? Well, you can actually do it through a data cube. Now, one of the things you want to set up first is some information on the user called a custom attribute, which allows us to tag something to the user so that they can see what they want. This allows us to tag specific information to the user and then do something with it. So let's go to the admin screen, and I'm going to go to under account service, create a custom attribute. Now you see that I've already got a bunch of these created, but let's just build a new one. And I'm just going to call it time zone. Give it the data type. So for me, I just need to store a single value. A string is fine. That'll be created. Now from there, you would want to go to your account, open my account, and then we'll go to custom attributes. I've got a couple already set, but let's add the time zone attribute. And then my value would just be Eastern Standard Time. Say OK, and that's it. Now you do have to log off if you want to do some immediate testing with this first before a custom attribute takes place. So let's just do that quickly. Log out, log back in. Now in the data cube itself, what you would add is a calculated element transformation. This allows you to run C# code over top of your data. So what we can do, if we go to configure and add an element, so let's just create a new field that'll tell us what time zone we are. So we'll just call it time zone. Data type will just be text. And basically what we're going to do is call the session custom attribute, and it requires a GUID. So just for a second, let's go back to our admin screen, back to my user, or actually I can just go to the custom attribute. So basically I need to know what custom attribute we're talking about. So you can see that I can just copy this GUID from the top and paste that into my code, and then just finish it up. So I'm just going to get the single value out of that GUID. Say OK. So then let's just go and add another calculated element. We would essentially just add a new code here, and let's just call it modified date. Modified date, it's going to be a date time this time. And basically, we're just going to call the function to do a conversion. So let me just walk you through this once I get the code in here. So the first thing we want to do is take the current time zone from the user. So this is the field that we want to convert. It's in UTC-Time. We're going to take the user's time zone, which we now have as that time zone field, and then we're going to calculate what today's time will be based on the difference between those two, and then return it. And that's it. Say OK, OK, and now if I preview this, you can see that it's actually gone and calculated this based on the Eastern time zone, which is my user's time. You could have done this in one calculated element, but I split it out so you can see it. I think something like this is very helpful, and this is kind of a stepping stone into what you can do with user-based data transformations. This could be anything. It doesn't have to be a time zone calculation where you can modify the data based on some attribute of the user. I think this is really cool. Hope this helps.